Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Prey. One of our main goals for this episode, although we're counting down from a nightmare? Is that? Oh, right. Didn't we, like, go through a doorway or something, and that was a thing? I think so. I think we wound up running away from a nightmare at the end of the previous episode.
Components should be placed inside a recycler.
Okay, yeah, he's got nothing more to say. I wonder if there's a science drone anywhere around, because I am not full on science points. So, let's check our objectives. Let's see, we can find some voice samples. That'd be worthwhile. Evade or kill the nightmare. That should happen on its own in the next 29 seconds. Now, save Ronnie from the telepathic typhon. I do kind of want to do that because then we'd be able to scan the telepathic typhon. Get to deep storage and reactivate his tracking bracelet. I can find out what happened to him. There's one issue with that. I think that we need the voice sample to get to deep storage, if I remember correctly. Now, this is where we left off. We were working really hard to get into Alex's office safe in the Arboretum. Let me just view this on map. Yeah, so that is rather above where we are, except this isn't... No, that's something else. Okay. All right, let me take a quick look around here, because I would love to get up there. Alex's safe is up there, and we got real close at one point. Yeah, here's the doorway. Or not the doorway, the elevator shaft, and the elevator shaft is turned off at the moment. Now, we might be able to climb up the outside. It would take a lot of glue to do it that way, and that's assuming it was successful. Now, I may opt to reload this, but really feels like we should be able to get up there, doesn't it? Yay. Alright, but I can't get up any higher than that. What I should be able to do, instead of trying to build a panel up the wall, let me try shooting a couple things over there. No! It's so weird that the first time that we encountered a shaft like this, before it was known to be a... an elevator shaft, before I recognized that's what it was, that this was going to be a grav shaft, we did this exact thing, and we were able to sort of, like, bunny hop across, and I don't know if there's some change to how this is done. Let me just interact with this. Now, you can't build glue on glue, unfortunately, so... Although that one sticks out way further. Yeah. She just slides off. Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually going to reload all that glue expenditure just because, although I've got a bunch, I'm just sort of throwing valuable resources away. Let's just reload that. Load this save. Yes. Oh, I've done an awesome job of obscuring my chat. Okay, hold on just a second, everybody. We gotta get the chat back up and running. And here we go. Okay, an inauspicious start to the stream, but that's fine. Let's find out... No, wait a second. Can I get up this tree, maybe? Hold on a second. Let me go over here. Like, those look like big, meaty, you can walk on me globs, don't they? Yeah, look at this. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Hold on. We're closer than we were. Let's see. I'm probably gonna fall, but the glue will stay there. This is too far away. Is there... Don't fall. And I can see what I want to do. Okay, don't. He's very slippery. Very slippery up here. She's gonna fall. Doesn't seem to be a lot I can do about it. I will cushion the fall and then see if we can... Oh, boy. See if we can work our way up there again. Yeah, okay. One more time. Okay, except I know that this worked because I just did it. What is with this game and things that only work once? Now, clearly, I am not supposed to be walking up here. It wouldn't surprise me if somebody's figured out some cool speedrunning trick to skip a big portion of the game. Let me see if I can lay down some glue there. And maybe another glob next to it? That's not quite as robust, is it? Okay, well... I don't know what it's doing. Alright. Oh god, we're so close now. Oh god! I think we did it! Yes! Yep, this is it. This is the walkway up to Alex's office. Oh boy. Hello to Ricardinho. Hello to Drienne. Boy, you guys came in. Hopefully you guys didn't see the first 5 minutes where I just wasted a bunch of time, because that was a way better intro to the episode. I should pretend that we started there, and we'll just skip over the next few minutes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Prey. We're off to a wonderful start. Let me just take a quick look around here. Now, above all, I really want to make sure that we don't fall again, because that was a beast to get down. Okay, cameras are still following. Just go look over here real quick, but we should be able to get into Alex's place. Unless, of course, it's occurring to me for the first time that although we know the key code, or I think we can get into his office safe...
Good evening, Talos. Dinner is served in the cafeteria from 6 to 8 p.m.
You used to sneak into my room when we were kids, hack into my computer. I still remember when you ruined my Galactic Conquistador save files. I broke your arm when I found out. I regret that now. But I'm still not fond of you messing with my stuff.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that we've already read that, or more specifically opted not to read it because it's just a fluff piece about the art around Talos 1. Weapon upgrade kit. That's a nice conversation piece to keep out here in the living room. Yep, that's... Yes. Let's look around here. Okay, don't see anything in here. Now, if there's some sort of a horrible monster in here... Oh, we've got a maintenance access panel. And leverage 2 to move the crate. I've been thinking a lot about getting leverage 2 lately. So I don't think that I've read this. So I asked Brandy if she felt betrayed by her paraplexus. She nodded, not in agreement, but in understanding my point. Because they discovered they could map my brain, but I can't accept a neuromod myself. Her smile became firmer. I think that makes the gift more meaningful. It would be a year before it was quietly decided by TranStar to receive no further neural maps, connectomes from paraplexus patients citing unspecified risks. This is remarkably non-descriptive about what paraplexus is. I guess because what gift becomes more meaningful? I feel like I'm joining chapter 2 of this. Hello to More Than a Mia. I hope you guys had a nice Monday. Mine was a little unsteady, but okay. Ooh, I don't think we know his password and we can't hack it, but we can steal his neuromod. Look at his sense of artwork here. And we've seen this around before. What do you suppose is the purpose of the slack-jawed skull with the neuromod aimed into the eye? I do know that neuromods are injected through the eye, but that doesn't mean that you have to put it on display. You know, we don't have special packaging for suppositories to sort of demonstrate how those go. The Reagan era signaled the end of the government's strong support for the space race. Space now belonged only to the interested few. Yeah, this sounds about right. This sounds like what I would recognize as being the Reagan era. Historians argued that Reagan pushed for a military justification and with the right marketing, then perhaps the space program might have survived. However, without a significant threat to the U.S., there seemed little incentive. Our only other competitor, the Soviet Union, had already showed the dangers of reaching too far, too fast. I wonder if that's a Typhon thing right there. Anything down here? No. Okay, and then this is just back outside. All right, so we still want to reach this safe. Oh, wait. Nope, that's the one we literally just read. So, it's seeming a lot like I need to dispose of that luggage in order to get into the safe, but let's take a look around up here. Not only is the Arboretum, I find, a very, very large and open area, but also an extremely tall area. It feels a little bit like the developers wanted to showcase their... Oh, look, there's a person. I can't, there's like an image of a person over there on the left. See it just underneath where it says mouse to back? Look at this little, like a little outline of a person there. I wonder if there's anything cool in here that if we just let it drift for a while. I'm not going to, but it would be interesting. Is there anything here? Terraforming Mars. I think we read that already. Okay, I want to look up here. I don't want to fall. And even if I did, it would just take us back down to the lower floor. So, Drienne, I took part in a Mia raid over to, I think it was a friend of yours that was playing Psychoplegia. It's something, I don't remember the name of it, but it's that, I think it was the ghost hunting game. And Mia was really excited about the picture-in-picture. My thought on it is that the picture-in-picture, because you would have their Twitch stream up and you're encountering some normal delay in what you see, wouldn't that also result in a... Like, wouldn't it double the delay for what the viewers are seeing? What's in the picture-in-picture, would that be delayed? Or is there some other way around it? I cannot see anything to do except... Let me look real quick, because I don't think I want to buy Leverage 2 just for this. I remember when Leverage was like the most thing... So it would take 5 neuromods. I don't really want to spend that much just to move this one thing. So I think instead, we're going to use our old pal Recycler Charge, because we got 14 of those. That should get us in there. And get us a few resources on the way, too. Yeah, like, basically, if I brought up a Mia stream, for example, then there would be a delay in what I see versus what she's doing. And then if I rebroadcast that, it feels like it would double the delay to, like even further. So by the time that people are seeing what she's seeing, that's already delayed by 4 or 5 seconds beyond what I'm doing. So it would mostly be good for games that don't require a high level of synchronicity. Yeah, Drienne is saying for Dusty. Drienne's saying, well, with the picture-in-picture that Dusty set up... Oh, cool, this is not our stream. When we play games together, I often have them both up on Khadgar. Mace's stream is always about that amount behind. I do think it's a cool idea, especially if, like, for something like Project Winter, some sort of, like, quasi-competitive game, it would also be more exciting to have some of the streams not really synchronized. I should really save it before I do this, because God only knows. Okay, Psychoshock shielding, that's good. Alex used Sweet, happy to have that key card. We've got a Transcribe, a Null Wave Transmitter, and 2 neuromods.
Things get as bad as I think they probably are. Your only option is to escape. Get the word out about what's happening on Talos 1. Alex has a private escape pod. It's locked up. I made a copy of the key and hid it on top of the data tower near the chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Listen, there's more at stake this time than just us, or this station. If just one of those creatures made it back home, then we're lost. I keep having this dream. I'm just staring into the black between the stars. There's something there. I know there is. I just can't see it. But it sees me. I can feel it. Hate us. I know you know what I'm talking about. Or you will soon.
So at least part of that is a voice clip that we've heard in the past. If even one of those things gets off the station, we're all done. And yet in that audio log, she was urging me as Morgan to get off the station, to tell people, at least that's how I took it, to tell people about what's happening in Talos 1. So this is disappointing. I cannot pick up the frayed wire, so we have to start making some rough choices about what we want to do. I'm not throwing these out because Typhon organs are worth exotic materials, and that's how we manufacture our neuromods. I could eat these fish sticks. Those will probably taste great raw. Might as well do that, and then I can pick up the frayed wire. The corroded coil's a different story. I either find something else to eat, or we have to leave it behind. Oh, wait, I can eat the Big Bang candy. I'm just going to wait a few moments for the well-fed status down there at the bottom left to go away. Adrienne's also making the excellent point that the issue with picture-in-picture is that if a person can watch one stream, like if you can see everybody's viewpoint by watching one stream, then there won't be any incentive to tune into the others. Yeah, and at that point, I would only restream content like that if I felt like I had the person's express permission. So I can recycle this into one spare part. Do we have a readout someplace? I've got 50 spare parts. I'd really rather break this down into 51 spare parts. And yet, if I just leave it here, I'm never going to remember to come back up here. Not in a million years. So let's dismantle that. We'll get an extra spare part, and then I will grab that wrench. If there's anything else over here. I mean, I damn near didn't find this time. I certainly am not going to think to come back for it. Here's my personal belief, and please do not clarify this. I do not want to know if this is how the game works or not. I believe that we are in a situation where there are one or more... I think there might be more than one Morgan at play. I think that we might be dealing with some alternate dimensions. I think that if that is not how things are going, then I believe that the Morgan that we are playing may be an extremely dedicated Typhon. Something that has sort of transcended its own knowledge of its actual existence, and it's now actually become a version of Morgan that is so indistinguishable from the original that even it cannot tell the difference. Boy, do I want to break into this computer, and I can't. Not without hacking 4, and I'm not going to spend my points on that. I am going to take his apples, though. What do you think about that, Alex? Okay, so now that we've done that, and it was less... Search Alex's room for the escape pod key in the crew quarters. Well, we'll probably have another reason to go up there. We could fabricate the growth formula, but that would take a recycler. So, find Captain Mark's golden gun in the crew quarters. We've got a lot of reason to go back to the crew quarters now. Someday we'll figure out what this means. Yeah, it doesn't clarify too much. Investigate the lift. Whatever's preventing the elevator from working seems to be in the Arboretum elevator foyer. Okay, can I set this one? Wait. I managed to mess that up. Okay, view on map. Yes, can I make this like my active deal? No? Okay. Main lift. It really feels like main lift would be our target, yeah? Yeah, Adrian's saying that a multi-streaming platform is a lot better. And yeah, I'd agree. Like, assuming that that counts as a view for everybody involved, then everybody benefits from the co-op-ish of it all. Okay, I did save it up here just in case we think of something else that I need, but Geronimo. How have I never been over here? Whoa. Okay, I don't have to scan these things anymore. So, I can... Not that. Disruptor stun them. Okay, I'm gonna save it before we go over there, because I have a feeling I'm gonna get real dead. Drian enjoys the theories. Yeah, I'm of two minds about sharing some theories, because I don't know if this has ever happened to anybody else, but I have had the experience of... Wait, why can't I... I really want to get in there. Oh! So apparently they're...
As a reminder,
flame cannon
all
works through the
personnel
shield,
must complete
so
monthly
that's
physicals
nice.
during their stay aboard Talos 1. Dr. DeVries promises to make them as quick and painless as possible.
Is that... So if I move that speaker, can I get around past it? Specifically, can I, like, shoot a dart at the thing to open the doors? Oh, durr. There's a thing right here. I'm so sorry. So, actually, so we were talking about this last time. I think I want to see if I can connect a controller to see if it makes the hacking any easier. If this causes the entire stream to blow up in some weird way, then just everybody remember that I objected to this course of action. But until that happens, we're going to try this course of action. Okay, hold on. We got to just get it to sync. I don't know at what point it happened, but the Xbox One controller on the PC at some point entered a phase where it won't talk to the wireless transmitter until you... Okay, this doesn't seem enthusiastic about working so far. Nope, I cannot move with it. Or interact with it in any way. Let me just look under controls. We may not have an option to switch over to this. Gameplay, controls, controller. Well, I don't want a Steam controller, although that is on. Oh. Hold on. What the hell is this? Sorry. Let me see if I can get back into the game. Yes, I can. So, this may not support an Xbox controller. Okay. I think our experiment is already over because I don't see an option to do this. Escape. Escape. Like, I'm moving the control sticks right now. I don't know if it's audible as I click the sticks, but nope, this is not Xbox One controller approved, it seems. Alright, so we'll have to do it live. Alright. Cool. By the way, I was watching a video of me doing this, and even I was like, why is it so hard for him to get around the corners? Like, you just do it, right? Just trust me. And the analog, the digital controls on the keyboard make that an unpleasant experience.
Running diagnostics. Nothing to
Oh,
show.
this guy is hot to trot. Okay.
Cannot reproduce the problem.
You'll notice I get quiet when it gets serious. Look at how quickly they're capable of flitting around. And recognizing danger. Oh, I'm going to take so much damage. This honestly looks like a glitch the way this thing is moving. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, you get out of here. Wait, that sounded... Oh, Psi-Hypo fabrication plant. I was like, what is that triumphant cheer? Felt like I really accomplished something there. Okay, and the West stood tall. In 1964, President Kennedy turned its back on American interventionism. But what if America has stood up for its allies in Vietnam? Would communism still reign in the East? Would the Iron Curtain have fallen? Renowned political commentator Lance B. Jenkins weaves a gripping alternate account of the days following the Gulf of Tonkin incident and what might have been if America had gone to war in 1964. Jenkins' historical imagination is meticulous, majestic, and poignant. 10 out of 10, says the Liberty Herald. I read a really interesting alternate... Well, I don't know if really interesting. I might be overselling it there. I read a fairly interesting alternate history series once, which we'll talk about after I look at the crew manifest here, which I'm not looking for anybody in particular, nor going for 100%. So let's back out of that and look over at utilities. Yeah, let's download an area map. Drienne, I think that's Drienne, no, Chivalry is saying, didn't you pick up... So just so everybody knows, everybody on my chat here is purple. Like, the exact same shade. Chivalry says, didn't you pick up a new chipset? Yes, and then I promptly forgot about it, so we will go check that out. So, there's a security door. Wait, what? What moved the speaker? That's... I guess, oh, okay. So, I mean, I'm happy to have hacked it, but remember when the speaker was right here? And I was like, oh, I wonder if I move that, if I'd be able to, like, shoot the screen. The answer was yes. And apparently the operators have leverage 1. So, before we forget again, Chivalry has a really good point. We're going to go to... suit chipsets, or possibly scope chipsets. So, grants resistance to psychoshock. That sounds very useful. Unfortunately, not quite as useful as the two things that I have. Now, a smarter man would think, oh, I'm about to do a fight and I'm not going to scan anybody. Let me go into my inventory and switch out, because you can do it instantaneously while paused. So why not do that? I'm just letting you guys know now, I'm not gonna think to do that. It would make all the sense in the world, and in a game like this, I either do that all the time to the point of distraction where I'm constantly fiddling with those things, or I never ever do it because I just can't remember to do so, and no one is happy about that. Especially not me, but that's just the way it works. Let's try to remember. I mean, that'd be nice. So I cannot pick up that shotgun, and I would have to sacrifice too much of my other super valuable trash to pick it up. So we're going to have to try to remember that it's there. Multiple objectives. I would love it if it was a little more clear on which ones. So Guts is over there. I'm not going to get there from here. Mostly, so here's what I want. I want a fabricator and I want a recycler, but not in that order. I'm going to save it, and then we're going to go through here and see what's what. Oh, this is actually 2 crew quarters. We have a couple things to do in here. Oh gosh, it's so much purple. Drienne has added reasons for being purple, while Mormaru has a reason for being green, but that is a thing for another day, lol. Okay. On the chat, it's deep dark... Oh. Okay. Oh, this is a totally new area. For some reason, I thought that crew quarters was
I see you.
someplace.
Another puppet. Looking for me with black eggs behind your eyes. Come closer. Yes. A little closer.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Okay, well, can I...
Stupid puppets. What?
Oh.
You too?
Hold on a second. Scanning that human got me a little bit closer to Psychoshock. I think. No. Telepathy, I think it is.
Come into the kitchen. Good. Come.
Hey,
Why
Carlos,
you obey?
do you guys have a
You can't
recycler around
fight
here?
a beast voice.
I mean, Soylent Green is people, but maybe so were your hot dogs? Because I could really use something that can take some of my trash. Okay, this looks like I can recycler charge my way through it. I would prefer not to kill Carlos if it's possible that I can find the thing that is
Sending.
mind
When will
controlling
you
him.
Stop! Stop! Can't think with all the puppets' bombs.
Hold on, let me take a good look. That may not be a person.
Can't get me.
You know something?
Can
What is
you?
the point in going in here? Because I can't pick up 2/3 of that stuff, I bet. Let's leave that closed for the time being. Let me check the utilities here. Oh, yes, please. Area map. Check plus. Okay, so... Yeah, okay, so what? The purple one here is a fabricator. Yes. All right. So that's one thing that we'd like to see. There's no recyclers on this entire floor. Okay, second thing, is there some sort of an airlock? The crew habitation pods are there. I don't know what that is. Because I gotta say, I'm honestly thinking about just leaving this area and then coming back when I have... Because I have no inventory space. Unless I neuromod it. 6 points. I really don't want to do that. Really would have liked the option to fast
How
travel
many
back
bodies
here.
do we have, huh?
Wait. There's multiple floors. Hold on a second. Ha! Hold on. There's a recycling center next to the yellow tulip on floor 2. Okay. Let's not backtrack. Let's throw down a save, and we have a very specific goal in mind. You'll notice that I'm duck walking this entire way, because I don't know what's around any particular bend, but we're actually gonna... Crap. Oh, Regina. Don't... Ow. Okay, I gotta eat a medikit. And you know something? I've got so many Psy-Hypos, I think it's time, right? Oh, she's just walking away. Okay. Okay, so we cannot take the expired plasma bag. Oh, but I get back the Psy-Hypo that I just ate and didn't use. Oh, wait. Wow, that was way closer than I thought it was. I did not come in here thinking that it was here. Okay. Just get rid of that. We'll pick up that weapon upgrade kit. Get rid of that. Okay, we're gonna have to make a couple trips here. Mike, when you're headed up to the exec suites to fix the cooling system there, can you bring Morgan these supplies? By the way, the code to the grav shaft has changed. It's 4213. Is that the key code to Alex's place? The exec suites. I bet it is. I bet that's all I had to do. So I'll be back for the used plastic tubing in a second. Between the used plastic tubing and the expired plasma bag, I feel the need to wash my hands. Okay, let's get all this stuff out of here. That can go, that can go, that can go. Let me auto-sort. I am such a pack rat, you guys. Look at this. Look at how many suit repair kits I have. Anything else that I'm just totally over? Not really. Nope, not that I see. Okay, let's recycle it all. Marinda's saying, I've been meaning to say this for a while. Have you considered applying your med kits topically? Maybe far more effective than than ingesting them. Well, applying them to the outside helps against like small cuts and bruises, but eating them allows them to go all the way through your entire system. I didn't want to mention this, but Morgan's been having some discomfort when visiting the restroom, so I figured that just eating the med kits allow them to just percolate through the whole system. Also, I kind of want to throw... Look how much junk there is in here. I really want to throw a recycler charge, except I think I'd be disappointed by the payback to it. All right, let me get rid of this. Get out of here. No. Do this. F. Escape. Cycle. Okay, the tarp fell over at some point. Let's just get out of this. Oh, see, as long as it's going to throw me junk, I'm going to have to keep visiting the recycler. Nope, not that. Anything else? No. Okay, before I go back in there, there was a ton of stuff down here that I wanted to maybe hack my way into.
Maybe you starve.
Marinda's saying, is that how you are addressing the organ injuries? It makes so much sense. Yeah, I mean... If you can just swallow the entire medkit, then at a minimum, you know that no one else is going to be able to take it away from you. Yeah, in some sort of an emergency situation, there might be a lot of other grabby people saying, oh, I need my insulin, give me those sutures. But if you just eat the whole thing, then you know where it is, and you can probably produce it on command a little bit later. Just make sure that you have that extra can of chili around, and then you can get back hold of the med kit after everybody else has expired. I do not know the key code to this. So, let's see. This should... Nope. 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 Just slow it down. X. Alright. Whatever gets it there. Z. Oh, so many shotgun shells. Weapon upgrade kit, med kit fabrication plans, which I'm pretty sure that, and 3 neuromods. Okay, someday, if we find more people here in the crew quarters, let's try to build a big movie clue-style pile of bodies in the cellar, and then we'll throw 1 recycling charge and just turn them into wonderful organic material. Oh, wait, Oliver? Oliver, I really want to scan you, buddy. Can't see you, man. Okay, there is a quest here. I don't know which one it is, but I really want to scan Oliver before... Oh, I can't believe you left. Okay, just go in there. Yep. Ooh. Z. Okay, sorry, timeout just for 1 second. Morinda likes the hacking minigame. They'd have preferred another 1 or 2 for variety, but it's the cleaner ones in the games that they've experienced. As in short enough to not be obtrusive, but complicated enough not to just be blah. And Drienne, who just dearly loves this color purple, loves it when people address the enemies by their names. Oh, sure. I mean, that is...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh! Come on. I just need a little peek. Just a little peek. Okay, hey, we got Psycho Shock. I just need to be out of here. Okay.
Psionic aptitude available.
Oh, you're goddamn right it is. Okay. Neuromods. Telepathy. Psycho Shock. Nope. Psycho Shock. Execute a direct psychic attack against biological targets for 45 damage and nullify psi abilities for 10 seconds. That sounds like everything I've ever wanted. Oh boy. So... Okay, so... I am going to reserve the right to be a huge save scummer, but I am going to lay down a brand new save game. We're going to overwrite the old save game. And then I'm going to pick that ability up, but I want to do it in an area where I can tell... You know, we understand the risks, but I just need to know what they are. Oh, Oliver got really hurt somehow. I'm sorry, man. Okay, so now we got, sorry. Mind check.
What's that?
I gotta say, these guys don't seem especially violent, or at least they don't react very well to the fact that Morgan is present. Okay, so this is Jada Marks's cabin. Do we have any memory on why we want to go in here? Nope. Nope. No. Not that I know of. Jada Marks. Oh, her golden gun. Well, hold on. Before we go in here, are we going to have enough space for it? Yes, we will. Okay, she kept it clean quarters. Headphones for the white noise to get to sleep. Guns to cause the tinnitus that would make her need the white noise generator. Big table. Is there something behind the big table? Why would I want to move it? I guess I don't. Slippers. Okay, we've already read book 2, unfortunately. Yes. And nothing else. Close that so that nobody comes in behind us. Okay. Yes. 6390. Okay. Is it just a regular gun that is gold? Wait, what's different about this? So the firepower is 13, unmodified is 10. And where's my real gun? Unmodified 8. No, so it is a better gun. Wow, look at that. Okay, so if I wanted to... So now for the first time ever, I need to figure out how to make that my actual number 4. So I think it said that if I select it and type number 4, then I can... Yep, there we go. All right. So now there is one issue. Our old gun was 13. This one starts at 13, but we can make it better. Oh, and I didn't read this. A gold-plated trophy pistol once belonging to the 4-time world champion sports shooter Seleth Rain. The champion visited Talos 1 to capture a connectome of his brain in the Neuromod division. During his visit, he was moved to present the pistol as a gift to Captain Jada Marks. It might also be Yada marks. Yada. Sometimes that's not pronounced J. Okay, well, definitely not bring it apart. Yeah, so the only bummer is that I did spend a bunch of points on this, but hey, that's the way it goes, I guess. Yeah, so let's see if we can upgrade this one with the thing that we got. I think firepower, definitely. Yes. And do I have another one? Oh, I sure do. Okay, and then from there, I think magazine capacity is next up on the list. One more. Sure thing. And then... Boy, what is that? +5? That's a 30% range increase. 35%. And then accuracy, Before I invest in those, is there anything else that I wanted to do? I can't get the final rank of that yet. This you cannot upgrade. And amplifies damage to robotic targets. You know something? I think I'm gonna improve the disruptor stun gun. Watch me immediately find a golden version of this as well. And then we've got one more point. I think this is the way to go. Okay. New gun, new trash, and several upgrades later, that was a quest worth doing. And as Miranda says, the woman with the golden gun, yes indeed. It's not a one-shot kill like in Bond, but we'll make it work. Brianna's into the sound design for this game is pretty nice. The sound design for this game is good. That is one thing that actually it occurred to me. It's the one thing, or not, it is a thing that I don't think quite matches up to System Shock 2 or Thief 2. One thing that Looking Glass Studios did better than anybody else, their games could be ugly as sin. I mean, they were not looking games. If you showed somebody Thief or Thief 2 today, like, to be clear, those games looked bad when they came out. Believe it or not, that when those games came out, regular humans were not typically made in most games of 15 polygons. They look like giant triangles walking around, but the thing that made them work so well was the sound design. Looking Glass Studios did sound design better than any other developer almost since then. Oh boy. Okay, so remember how we laid down our save? We're gonna do it right now. We're gonna do it live. Alright. Now, if this makes the robots and everybody hate me, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but we're gonna have to do this. Psycho Shock 1. Let's do it. Alright. Hopefully I'm not too much of a monster, but let's, crap.
You're not what they say you are.
Can you hear us? Rejecting the new cell lines, biting them up like an antivirus.
How does it feel? Do you remember? The first time you said it was like you were outside yourself, like time itself had bent its knee, waiting for you to decide. You moved my chair without touching it. It gave me chills. The possibilities. You became something new that day. Something higher. I knew then, as I believe now, that our mission is to lift up all humanity in the same way.
Oh man, I don't think I want this. Some powers are triggered instantly by pressing mouse 2. Some powers are targeted to stop time and enter side targeting mode. Press and hold mouse 2. Use mouse to aim. Release mouse 2 to execute power on the targeted location, or press F to cancel. powers can be equipped from the favorites wheel. Before I take any further action, let me think about if I really want to do this, because like I talked about before, I have a very specific... Morgan has had 15 lines of dialogue in the entire game, and nonetheless, I have in my head a very clear and specific version of who I think she is, and like, just already, it goes beyond, like, are the robots and stuff going to target me? I don't think I want to have the psychic powers. I don't know. I feel like it's giving into the dark side, right? I feel like it's trading humanity for power, and I feel like that's maybe a little bit about what Talos 1 was all about, and I'm not sure that I want her to be that kind of character. I feel, and I really want to stress, I've not been spoiled in this at all, but I feel like I am at the pivot point of making a choice between different endings. Assuming that the game has different endings, I feel like this is one of the choices that would really make it. So how would I feel about not getting the psychic powers ever? Like, staying completely out of these trees. It would leave a lot to discover in a second playthrough on a harder difficulty mode, which, as much as any game we've ever streamed, I think I might want to do that. So that would be, like, that would save some more things. Because one thing about playing on a harder difficulty level, I think that I definitely have to go with the psychic powers, wouldn't you? So I think I'm going to forgo this. I think I'm going to quick load and not take that ability. I think I'm just going to deal with it. I think I'm going to deal with my fallible humanity and spend all those points on other stuff that I want. And yeah, this may go on to have absolutely no impact on the story at all, but I don't know. I kind of just don't feel comfortable. I feel like we're living... I'm going to stop, like, defending my decision here. But, like, this entire thing seems a little bit... Okay, I was about to make a comparison point that I can't, because not everybody might have played the thing. I just don't feel good about it, man. I don't want the psychic powers anymore. I'm a very... oh, let me eat this. G to eat. There we go. Miranda's comparing System Shock 2 against Half-Life 2 rough contemporaries. I'd be hard-pressed to say System Shock 2 is worse. In terms of gameplay, oh gosh. Wait, let's stop and think. So what if... Is there anything that Half-Life 2 did better than System Shock 2? It had a more robust physics system. It didn't mean anything. Like, it wasn't really used for any sort of interesting gameplay. It had, like, here's a seesaw. Hold on a second, because I'm doing everything except getting to where I want to be. So I'm not going to take these powers anymore. So we're going to spend all these 14 points on other cool stuff that we want to have. How about some toughness? I would like to have some more health. Stamina, I'm less up about. Combat Focus 2 seems like a good time. But what's even better? Firearms 2. Let's do that. And then Combat Focus 2, we still have enough points for that. But the other thing that I might want... Oh, look at that. I'm 1 point short to do that. But can I get more slots for my neuromods? Yeah, hold on. So before I commit to that, scope chipsets. So I would be able to boost damage done by kinetic blast, which I've now decided I'm never going to take. Grants resistance to psychoshock. That would be a very... It doesn't specify by how much, but that'd be a pretty good thing to do. Also reduces the time it takes to repair an object, which, I mean, I would do all other things being equal. But the thing is, I don't want to save those 5 points when I can spend them on something cool that I want right now. So let's take... Combat Focus 2. I like that one. All right. Save it. That's it. We're locked in. I don't remember if I've... Nope. Wait, I wasn't done with that. Reset. Hold on a second.
Scan complete.
Okay, so we researched a new ability, which I don't really care about.
Satellite aptitude available.
Okay. Now, how do we deal with this thing? We're using science, not magic. We're going to use an EMP charge on it, and then we're going to slow down time. We're going to kick it to death with a wrench. Actually, I'm going to shoot it to death with a shotgun blast, but... All right. Good old-fashioned elbow grease and gun bullets. That's what our Morgan's about. No more psychic powers for her. Chivalry saying if you had psychic powers, you could be a great ghost hunter when you get back to Earth. But I was actually just thinking that, like, the Ghostbusters had an option to deal with the ghosts. They didn't have to use science. They could have just killed themselves, and then they would have been ghosts, and they could have faced the ghosts on their own terms. But they chose the harder path, staying alive and using science, and that's why we're going to do it the Morgan way. Okay, Brandy's story... Okay, I haven't read this. The process doesn't hurt, not at all. Brandy Grace speaks happily, enthusiastically. Her smile's radiant, her eyes bright. There's no hint of the paraplexus eating at her So paraplexus is a disease, okay? The Olympic medals lie in their glass cases facing her like an audience. Yet I still had my love of skating, but the skin felt trapped inside my head. The mods, she corrects, the neuromods allowed that skill to be shared with others, a gift. The skill felt trapped inside my head. It doesn't hurt. Yet I still had my love of skating. Case studies of neuromod donors and recipients. Oh, okay. So she had her brain mapped. Okay, so she was sick. Some sort of nerve disease called paraplexus. They mapped her brain, and then the mods were given to others that she could share her love of skating and her skill at it. Okay, I follow. Boy, that took me a second to put together. Oh, hello to Aleknex. Oh, we're just about to hack this terminal for some reason. See, it's the... just the feathering through the narrow spaces because of how it bounces. That's why I thought that the analog might have been better. Okay. Hold on, let me... Wait. So let's do it the chivalry way. I got a new thing. Fear reactor. Upon killing a Typhon, there's a chance to trigger a fear blast on other nearby Typhons. That sounds pretty neat, but again, not enough points for it. Okay. Dr. Igwe. Why did it just tell me crew cabins A? What? Why did it suddenly announce that? Dr. Igwe, I relayed your previous request and we'll see what we can do, but there are no guarantees. The schedule for the visit is tight and may not allow for a face-to-face. I'll let you know when I have more details. Sincerely, Bianca, Talos 1 volunteer and guest liaison. That was in response to Ms. Goodwin. To follow up on the previous request, I was wondering if there had been any updates on Gustav Leitner's visit. Is it still taking place, and if so, would it be possible to get a copy of his itinerary? I'd love a chance to meet him before the neuromapping procedure. Okay, so we've heard about Gustav Leitner. Was he a cellist or like some sort of a blaseball player? I'm trying to remember what he's good at, but yeah, I guess he was coming here to have his brain mapped, which I'm not sure that I knew before this. Okay, we've already gotten this, I think, a couple times, but there's no harm in getting it again. Alright, and... Wait, what does this say? Orchestrated objective reduction. Consciousness originates from process inside neurons. Or consciousness is based on non-computable quantum processing. I don't get the feeling this lady was fun at parties. Okay, pianist, not cellist. That's a nice statue. Alec Knight is saying the screen interactions in this game are very cool. I do agree with that. Yeah, for sure. Which, the way I said it makes it sound like I disagree with multiple other things that have been said. No, not at all. Okay. If people are wondering what, just in case it wasn't clear off stream, all the faucets in the room just turned on. Okay, yeah, I'm not falling for that. Hey, check out my golden gun. What is happening? Okay. So there's a poltergeist in here, which I really want to scan.
Specimens required.
Okay, yes, more specimens required. Okay, so I need to get this off, and I'm taking huge amounts of damage. And also, I need to remember how to deal with poltergeists. Because for all my bravado earlier, I'm not actually a Ghostbuster. I just aspire to be one. So, data, research, poltergeist. Weakness to fire. I can't really do anything with that. And immune to nothing. So, I know I've killed these. I just don't know how. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to eat a tomato. No, I don't want to split it. I'm not splitting it with that guy. Eat. What? Okay, G to eat then. There we go. Balls. Stop lifting me up. So it's just invisible, right? It's not actually incorporeal. Go on, do anything. Do anything. I have a lot more respect. Ha! Get him!
Vital signs critical.
Wait, it's not dead. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna wait for a second. If you can see, my health is reticking up down there at the bottom. And when it gets up high enough, I'm gonna eat... Crap, it's coming. Okay, nope. Nope. Sorry, I want to have another tomato. Okay. I actually really enjoyed that fight because I did not remember how to deal with a poltergeist or that they existed, to be blunt. Oh my gosh, did we get raided? We might have, and raids have worked super weird, so let's just assume that we have... Oh my gosh, Drienne, I missed this topic before. Drienne said they seriously want someone to make a cartoon about games like Skyrim, where someone stops mid-fight to drink some potions, eat some bunch of food, while everybody stands there and waits. Alec Nash says someone already has. What? When did Tashir come? Tashir, did I miss him? No, wait. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm scrolling by. Alec Ness is watching about a half hour before marching band. Hello to you. Hold that thought, Poltergeist, while I consult this handy reference on how to deal with you. Yes, for sure. And then Tashir and Patikan arrived, which may or may not have been a raid, and we may or may not have gotten a notification. So for anybody that doesn't know, Twitch recently changed the rules on how raid notifications work, and now if you're raiding with fewer than 5 people, apparently it doesn't kick off a notification or something. Why not? Like, I am streaming on Twitch right now, so it feels a little bit like bad form to spend a lot of time complaining about them. It's like I could go stream on YouTube if it really bothers me, but then there's decisions like this that are just odd. Why would they deny us knowledge that somebody raided over just because it doesn't meet some sort of arbitrary benchmark for how many people? And there might have been a notification, by the way. I didn't see it because I was busy fighting a ghost. Also, Alec Knights is pointing out that the gun is actually golden. Yeah, I guess gold plated. Oh, this person was super fun at parties. Look at this. Yeah, remember the other person who was like very dull? Here are my eel prototypes. Have I shown them to you before? How about my petri dish samples? Make sure you keep those on display in your quarters. They really get any visitors hyped for the rest of the evening. Greetings, Dr. Kelstrup. Unfortunately, won't see another case of canned pears until our next next supply shuttle arrives. As always, Elliot will mark them EDS. Thank you for your patience. I don't know what EDS is. Get them scheduled, he says to Alex Yu, who previously said deja vu has set in again. Retracing steps is going to be a little harder this time. It seems that Mueller's staff was not properly recording data, so all the progress they made since the last department-wide removal is in jeopardy. This makes as little sense as anything we've read. All the progress they made since last department-wide removal is in jeopardy. We'll need to temper our expectations. Wiping the memories of the entire department is a tremendous setback, and I'm beginning to question the practice versus the results we've seen. We should revisit the staggered system we discussed last year. ARNs, ARNs. I have absolutely no idea what that is in reference to. I mean, wiping the... Why would you array these on your bed, though? Oops. No, I just wanted the Petri dish sample. Christ. Alright. Bye, Hans. Now I've blanked out chat altogether. Ricardo, you're saying that they're mad confusing. Just so that people know when chat is inevitably purged as it gets too old. Chivalry has successfully identified these as masturbation aids. Moving on. Okay, we don't have the key card for that. Alright, so we've done as much as we can over in Crew Cabins A. We can head over to Crew Cabins B, where we do have at least 2 different things that we want to take a look at quest-wise. Now, you'll notice that so far I've avoided fighting any of the humans that are around, because, again, oh, wait. Is this one of the things that we're supposed to hit with our wrench? 1, 2, 3. No. I don't know why it suddenly occurred to me that, like, there's, I thought they said something about, like, security checkpoints or something you could hit with the wrench to, unlock the secret, like, stashes of materials. And I don't actually know what to look for, so I've been very unsuccessful at finding them. I'm appreciating that the mimics apparently didn't make it too far in here because we're not finding a lot of fake set dressing. Nothing back there that we want. See, this guy seems okay. Pizza instead of brains and hearts. So, weapon upgrade kit. I cannot pick that up. So we're going to have to eat some of these veggie blends so that I can pick that up. And I bet we can find a use for this immediately, especially with this brand new golden gun. So let's R it, upgrade it, and... it's not a bad range upgrade, but then again, we're mostly fighting things within 15 meters. I'm not doing a lot of long-range sniping, and even if we chose to do that, we can't if it's so inaccurate. So let's throw another accuracy or accuracy upgrade up there. And then get out of here. Aleknax is saying that they probably keep their... wipe their memories of every once in a while to keep the Typhons a secret. Yeah, and I have a few questions about that. Leverage assist. We're gonna have to read about what that is. Okay, that might be our first recycler charge fabrication, so I'm going to be a lot more free about using those now that we can make them. Leverage assist reduces the time it takes to pick up heavy objects. Well, there's a problem with that. I can't actually lift any heavy objects because I've never taken leverage, but when we can, we'll just slot that in like so. Yeah, I have a few thoughts on the whole memory wiping plan here on Talos 1, but we'll focus on my new reployer. I feel like we read this once before. Dr. Thorstein, I wanted to write you personally and thank you for the new reployer. I know some people have been waiting on waiting lists to get them, and it was a pleasant surprise to find one. I'll find a new one in my office this morning. Yeah, so Dr. Igwe wanted... they were super excited to get the reployer, but doesn't actually know what it does. I wanted to clear a Morgan request again. Okay, so we've read both of these emails from the other side, from people that got them and then replied back. Yeah, we've read both of these. This one was about Morgan requesting parts for operators, but then not apparently remembering why or when. So, one of the running things here on Talos 1 is, like Aleknax pointed out, every once in a while, if things got too... hairy, or there was too much exposure, something went wrong, almost any reason that you can think of, they seem to pull out the neuromods, which would wipe everybody's memory. The side effect of removing a neuromod became a useful effect in and of itself, which to me is just naturally very chilling. I think I've talked about this before, but if you don't have your memories, what do you have? What is it that makes you you if you cannot remember and learn from your experiences? So the fact that they were doing this on Talos 1 as a matter of course is very, very uncomfortable to me. But from there, like, so one day you get up in bed and it's your third day at Talos 1, but then you look in your bank account and you've got 2.5 years worth of back pay. And then you realize, oh wait, my memory has been wiped. Or do they also take away like all your money because now you don't remember working, so therefore you didn't? I have all sorts of questions about this, and ethically it seems awful. Let's take a quick look around here. Yes, I'm aware that there's a corpse at my back, but we've got more important things to explore, like tissue papers. Look how many tissues there are in here. This guy either had allergies or was making good use of those masturbation aids. This was Matthias Cole. At ease, sir. Hey, seriously, the tissues. Everywhere, everywhere, the tissues. Is this a thing? Why, like, so joking aside, what is with the boxes and boxes of tissues? Like, I'm looking around here to see, like, was there, maybe he was allergic to this thing and was just like, I'll just live with it? It's a weird choice. Miranda saying the ability to abuse it seems horribly dangerous, which is probably the point. Yeah, and also just like, think about what you learn in an average day. What you learn from a project, what you learn from your friends. Like, here's something that's been on my mind. Sunny Panda is going to take... I have to read this, so hold on just 1 second. Hey, you've apparently misplaced your transcribe again. Just wanted you to know I still have some of your stuff in my room. Don't know if you want it back. Call me or something, Abby. That does not sound like the... oh boy, it's Ivy. Oh, Ivy and Abby were together. Okay, well, one of them is going to make it home. I just need to get the hell away from here. I didn't mean to slow down time. Okay, well, it worked out. Nuts. I really should have taken that inventory upgrade. Next time we're at a fabricator, we're going to do the inventory upgrade, because I can't keep doing this. Fuck it. Let's get hosed on vodka. So, like, Sunny Panda is recovering from what is described as being a pretty severe concussion, and... you know, I'm concerned for his health and well-being. I know that he's going to take another week off of streaming, and I think that that's very important for his health, and I support his decision to do so. Imagine if, as a matter of convenience to someone else, his memory got wiped, so he did not remember the fact that he was injured, and he was experiencing the symptoms of a concussion, but didn't realize that that's what he had. Tashir's been working very, very hard on streamer effects. Oh no, this is a quest, and I can't do it because I can't pick it up. Okay, I need to make sure that I get that. Let's read the note. To do, find missing transcribe, which is apparently right behind me. Check theater, get my stuff from Abby's cabin, finish draft of apology letter, pull head out of ass, prioritize relationships over work. Cut and paste. Search the theater for samples of Daniel Show's voice. Oh, so Daniel Show is the person that we need to get their voice sampling for. Okay, that's actually our main quest. But, like... actually, I need to read this. Abby, I'm not good at this. That's obvious. Words, blah. Abby, sometimes the words come running out of your mouth and you want to catch them all, but it's too late. They're out there. Abby, it felt more personal to write you a note, but still not as terrifying as trying to apologize to you in person. I know I'm a coward, but I don't trust what I'm going to say, so... I feel like that was probably a decent start. I wonder if we're going to get clarity. Oh, hold on. Melindra Shadow Corner. Very dexterous. Pretty good hit points. Fought with daggers and darts. Oh, look, there she is. And... she's got some materials here. Oh, hold on. New note. Danielle, miss you, leaving your character sheet here, but I have a spare in case you don't make it back before the game, and don't worry, it looks great. See you at the rec center, signed Abby. That must have been from a lot earlier in their relationship, I guess. Search the rec center for samples of Danielle's voice. Okay. We're making progress. So I need that. And that means that I need to clear up at least one inventory space to do it. I'm not leaving here without that, because God forbid it falls through a floor or something like that. So... shit. I guess we'll drop the broken cooler fan, I guess. No, you know what? Let's drop banana peel. Okay, I don't know what this gets us. A security tracking bracelet issued to all TranStar employees and volunteers. Maybe I need that to record the voice sample, or maybe I need it to get through the door after I play the voice sample. Jan saying, yes, I'm aware there's a corpse on my back, but we've got more important things to explore, like tissue papers. Yeah, the tissue papers were really, distracting. I really want to shoot that. Okay, let's stop. Let's repair this and then take it.
What are you doing? Are you recording this? Joint transcripts are fun. They are not. It's like mental scrapbooking. You both save the moments that matter.
Is it the same
Dear
thing again?
future us. Today, future us, we are not calling ourselves that. Today, I was able to convince my beautiful but stubborn partner to to stay in bed and not report for an extra shift. And this is the reward I get.
Oh, I don't think that we read this one. Hold on. Yeah, Empress Tourmaline gazed past her stern reflection into the inky black, her angular features circumscribed by the prime viewing dome of the capital starship Shatterthrax. The royal astronomer cleared his throat. Furthermore, Your Majesty, the dark star anomaly will gain momentum once it begins devouring systems. Within a matter of months, the entire galaxy will be consumed. From that point, it will have enough mass to pull other galaxies into its maw. I suppose you want me to fund an expedition to find this Starbender Prism. The way you prattle on about the thing, if it exists, it might be the key to saving our galaxy. Your Majesty, there's only one man I know mad enough to take this on. You can't mean Trevor Pulsar. I hope we can find all of those eventually. It seems like quite the saga. Okay, my password. Okay, so we did learn Lorenzo Calvino's password. Dr. Calvino... Hold on, it's very long. For starters, if you have any more questions about passwords, please email the IT department and don't ever use my personal address. Second, you should never type your password into an email, regardless of how tight our security is. You never know. Third, the password guidelines are just that, guidelines. You're all grown-ups and you can use whatever you want, but we have a list of recommendations for keeping your password safe. Thanks, Danielle Show, Chief Archivist. Oh, it goes on. Danielle, my workstation said it was time to update my password. I wanted to know if it was okay to use Kubla Khan and whether that fits into your requirements. Regards, Dr. Calvino. Okay, so Danielle Show was Chief Archivist. Hey, Danielle, I'm pulling a late shift on the bridge tonight, and I left my transcribe in my pod. Could I convince you to bring it for me on your way to deep storage? By the way, I have some ideas for making our uniforms look a little bit more pop star for our demonstration at the Tulip. Don't be scared. That's from Sky Braxton, which is now my favorite name on the station. Greetings, adventurers. Each of you should have a map fragment by now. I managed to hand them to some of you in person. Others... It's very distracting. Others might have noticed a new file on your workstations after the last session. They are map fragments. Work together and figure out the clues. Once you have, return to my quarters and you'll be given your prize. Your humble game master, Abigail. Okay. Apparently I got some of the maps accidentally as we've gone. Don't really have a lot of memory for that. Conversation archive, it's a date.
Nope, this sounded serious, so I wanted to shut my transcribe off. So, okay, so you're asking me if it's okay to record our game on the transcribes. Yes, I know using the memory, it's not right. I can't be having this conversation. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna lose my job for even talking to you about this. What? What? Exactly. What you're going to do is have dinner with me. What? You say what a lot when you should say yes. Yes? See? All settled. Don't worry about the transcribes. It's not against regulation. So, are you gonna invite me to this game or not?
Oh, man, the more I find out about them, the more I'm into them. Like, I don't want them to break up. Also, that dialogue, now I want to go look if Danielle, if the person who played Danielle Show also played a character in... Oh, gosh. Drian's going to know what game I'm thinking of, too. Give me a second here. Bill, if you're sick or injured, you get a pass. Otherwise, 75 minutes of exercise per week minimum. Code to gym is 6137, in case you forgot. I'm trying to remember the name of the game. It's a 2D, almost a 2D side-scroller. Very, very dialogue-heavy. And I don't want to say what it's about, because that would be a major spoiler. Oxenfree. That's the one. That little vocal recording there reminded me a lot of the way that people talk in Oxenfree. Quickly, loquaciously, sort of very, very chipper, very, very much of a back and forth. Habitation pods. Has anybody mentioned this game is gigantic? Like, we're actually back on the main quest now, and I feel like we are so far from just completing this. Oh, this is awesome! I mean, the background could use some work. Was this where they were playing their game? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like this was a test, but... And the thing is, if we break this glass, which I'm about to do, all of this, it's just projected on a flat pane. This is so neat. Okay, let me take a look around in here, see if there's anything that we can grab. Okay, hold on, there's a note. May 23rd, 523. May 23rd, 523. Anniversary reminder. Whose room was this? Okay, so that's apparently the key code to Dr. Calvino's safe, 0523. Ah, hold on. LG controls. Looking glass on or off, so we might be able to look behind it.
Never. I have never removed a neuromod. And yet, today, I could not find my way to the hardware labs. I wandered the Arboretum for an hour. I made some excuse, but I know Miyu suspects. I cannot keep making toys for TranStar when... I told Alex what I want to try. He gave me a device to help. Parapsychological contraption. Morgan made it. Some of the components are beyond me.
Okay, so pause just for 1 second because I didn't previously see that Marquack is here. Marquack, how are you? I hope you're having a great week so far, early though it may be. Marquack is asking, how are you enjoying Prey, and have you been mostly free of the technical bugs that were hitting you during episode 1? Yes, episode 1 and I think 3 were very, very unsettled due to separate instances of severe technical bugs, but interestingly, none of them with the game. It was all sort of streaming and then sort of hardware side here. But having ironed those out, we've been playing for hours and hours and hours, and I really, really like this game.
The same dream again. There is something wrong with this station. Something here with us, but I am hallucinating now. There is no question. I tried to open the locker, but I could not remember our anniversary. And for a moment, even her name escaped me. Her name! If one day I wake up and cannot even remember the work I am doing, I must give it all to Morgan. She will know what to do with it. First test. Anterior electrodes overheated after 6 seconds. But I swear, there was a moment I saw her again. The day we met on the Costa Amalfi. Her lemon sundress. My Clorinda.
Woof. I get the feeling that he was dealing with some really severe trauma or loss, something in his past. So hold on, I want to turn off the looking glass to see if we can see behind it. Oh, we can, and there is a safe back there. So, sorry for your cool simulation, Dr. Calvino, but oh, fuck off. I picked up a bunch of neuromods. Can I get, let me just see here real quick. Neuromods, engineer. Nope, we're one short of expanding our inventory. I don't think there's anything I want to, like, throw down or whatever. We're just gonna have to... we're just gonna have to keep Morgan's pockets full of things like duck beer, plant stems, and crumpled paper. By the way, what's that sound? None of the other rooms had this sound in them, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. Doesn't really matter, so we're gonna move on, but I just didn't know if there was like a... Like in Metroid Prime, sounds like that would typically lead you to upgrades. Okay, did I? Apparently I did. Okay, so the crew habitation pods are next, but here's a problem. I mean, my pockets are full, so I think I have to backtrack and find the recycler again. Also, Marinda was agreeing that this game is deceptively long. It's huge. Like, there's so much to see and do. If I remember correctly, the recycler is right up here, because we found it by accident. And anything that I do accidentally, I typically remember forever. That tarp. Ugh. Alright. Transfer junk. And then we're gonna... Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get back all my, bits and bobs that I put into that, but our golden gun is better, so we're going to put that in. Anything else we want to be rid of? I don't... Oh. Well, no, I'm going to eat that. I might as well do that. Okay. Yep. And recycle. Hello to Azric. Monday's going a lot better now that we're in a, nightmare-fueled, dystopian monster run-over space station. Teetering on the brink of collapse. Hey, you know what hasn't happened lately? Remember how the, space station used to shake and judder and, like, expel trash? We haven't gotten a lot of that lately. So... I want to go into med bay because my health is not the best, and we've recently learned how to make recycler charges, and I've got 14 of them, so stand clear. We're gonna have to go turn in those recycling expired plasma bags. Like that, like that. That. And yes, we can print off one of those, which we'll do in just a second. Little bit frustrated that it didn't vaporize that crate, because we probably could have gotten some recycling materials from it, but that's okay. Alright.
Requesting new operator.
Friend, please. Oh, yeah, Mia, thank you very much for doing your shoutouts, and Azric, anytime.
Ready to deploy. Please stand.
All done. Please fill out a patient experience questionnaire so I can...
So, to complete a thought that I was starting to express earlier, Toshir's been working very hard on StreamerFX.com, which is a website for doing all sorts of music and sound effects and voiceover for streams just like this one. And... sort of adding that extra level of professional quality to what you're doing. And in the process of setting up the website, he has doubtlessly learned from things that he's tried to do. Okay, so hold on. Now that I don't need the health points anymore, I'm going to transfer that in. And throw out the crispy frites. Like, I need to free up some inventory space, and I don't want to get rid of those things, so... Yeah, let's dump the banana pudding and the crispy frites. And just get all that stuff back. Oh, hold on. There's stuff over there. Not see these. Disruptor batteries. The point is, we are all of us the product of things that we've learned. Either learned by succeeding or learned by needing to improve and do again. And those leave us better positioned for the next things that we want to do. And imagine if somebody came along and, you know, well, it's inconvenient for Tashir to remember, like, you know, this most recent event. So we're just going to wipe 2 years of his mind. And all of those experiences gone. He's still 2 years older. He still lost that time. What do you think is back here, though? What do you think is back there? Now I can't wait to find out. We're going to burn another recycler charge. We're going to try to land it in the middle there, so... clear out all that stuff. Yeah, as a... Okay, this is a room we couldn't get into before. Right, some free weights. Speaker. Weird corporate artwork. Sarah Elazar. Okay, so this is new information. So we've been reading about the evacuation, which seems to be a series of oral accounts about things, something weird that happened on Earth. We had driven far enough that our fuel ran out. More jets flew over, headed toward the city. One circled back and made several passes over us, but did not shoot. That night in the desert, we sat by the empty truck and listened to the booming of artillery. Flashes of bombs and lightning covered the horizon. In the morning, our city was lost in what appeared to be shimmering heat waves. High overhead, there were brilliant flashes of light. Some said it was an atomic bomb. Others said it was God's wrath. Today I know it was just an accident. Scientists that thought they knew everything, but they did not. There were so many people lost that day. So many I can barely comprehend it. But it was Eliza that hurt my heart. I know she was just a dog, and I'm ashamed of my feelings. But she did not make this world we live in. She was mine to protect, and I failed. So... the evacuation, this continues to reference a series of cataclysmic events that aren't referenced anywhere else in the history books. Like, we have all sorts of magazines and puff pieces, but these series of logs about the evacuation portend some sort of horrible event. And again, it brings to mind some whispers that we've seen in the sort of peripheries of this game about it dealing with alternate dimensions. And I'm wondering if events here on Talos 1, are either the result of or the cause of some sort of cataclysm in another world. Highlight an expert from the Song of Deborah in the sacred text of Beta Israel. Judges 5:26. Her hand she put to the tent peg, and her right hand to the workman's hammer. And with the hammer she smote Sisera. She smote through his head, she pierced out and struck through his temple. I think we read that one before. Not here. This is a new area, but... okay, do we know the password? We do not. Can we hack the password? We can. And chat has failed, so if everybody will hold on just a moment, we're going to do our level-headed best to get that back up. It's not working super well. Sorry, everybody. Okay, hopefully it's back up. Alright, let me do this. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. And C. Okay. Need security escort. I know you probably... this is from Alex Yu. I know you probably have your hands full right now, but we need you to send a security detail to detain Dmitry Bowser. He witnessed the incident, and he's pretty shaken. We're not sure how stable he is at the moment. Make an assessment and hold him indefinitely if necessary. Use discretion. We have read that in the past. So I guess Sarah Elazar, who's quarters we're currently in was the security chief or something. Ma'am, you know I went to the doctor about sleep and all that. I got pills, but still been seeing things. After game night, I was cleaning up and a chair moved by itself. Okay, so we've also read this from Security Officer Elias Black. Sarah, I need your help. Yep, we read that as well. Alex was looking for a missing key card labeled EP101. And then add Michaela Ilyushin to the watch list. Interesting that this section of the... Medical's beginning to suspect she has white noise, so the fact that she falsified her records may be enough. Yeah, I remember white noise is like a condition, but I don't remember what the symptoms or cause is. Weapon kit fabrication plan. Seriously? Did we get that? Did we already have that? I don't feel like I had it. Okay. Also, Marinda's saying that they really enjoyed this game, but didn't feel compelled to replay it. We'll see how I do. I don't often have the occasion to replay games. I didn't get an extra neuromod in there, did I? Not yet. If you visit a fabricator, I could make one pretty easily. I'm gonna steer clear of the fitness center here for the time being. So I wonder if there's a similar way into S. Bellamy's quarters. Let me just check the adjacent quarters now that we have a sense of what to look for. I don't see any ways over, so we'll move on. Oh, Patikin, so regarding seeing the raid, I don't know if there was a note. If there was, then I apologize. Thank you very much for raiding over, and welcome to everybody that might have come over. At one... Okay, we went through this. However, there was a notification. Okay, I apologize. We had to reload chat here because it suddenly paused and shut down. I don't like the sounds of that. Patikin was playing Mafia 2, which I gotta say, so Mafia 2 did not get the full, complete, like, remake treatment that the first game got. So it doesn't look near as sharp, but it still looks, I gotta say, it still looks pretty good in the remaster version that they did. Anders, your package arrived, front desk. If I'm not here, the code is 9558 on the gate. I won't tell anyone if you won't. Okay, so we got a code to the mailroom. Okay. Come out and try that again. So he can't help himself. Yeah, so you could have kept quiet, just sort of ducked down, wouldn't have been able to find it, but nope, it's gotta take that swipe. The Yellow Tulip. Join us for a private celebration of TranStar's success. Alex toast and review, crew demonstration with Sky Braxton and Danielle Show, crew facilities in the second floor mezzanine.
Wanted to check in on you, Sky. Just a neuromod hangover. I feel weird. I can't believe you got modded for Alex's clown show at the Tulip. Are you kidding? I've always wanted to play an instrument, but never had the time. It's like I can see the sheet music in my head. I feel like I've been doing this since I was 7. Besides, you are going to be on stage with me, right? Only to catch you if you suddenly collapse. And only if you keep me from punching Alex if I drink too much. This is Fowles.
Officer Fowles. Malia, I have an important request. It's sensitive, though. I need to know I can trust you with a surveillance matter.
Yes, of course, sir. It's just that normally I can't do something like that without consent from Chief Elazar HR and another director.
Those people report to me, Milieu.
Yes, sir. I understand.
I want you to keep an eye on Annalise Gallegos. Where she goes, the house she keeps, visitors.
I'll log everything on the security computer.
Good. Send me your report at the end of the week.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hold on. Get in there. Okay.
You've got me really curious.
Are you ready for your instructions, my lady?
This better not get us into trouble. Not too much trouble, anyway.
First, you must journey to the tree where we carved our initials.
And what if I bump into Julian Howard?
Run like hell. Julian the ogre does not like people touching his trees or his fruit.
Probably be a lot less grumpy.
Anyway, beneath a stone you will find a magical key card. This key card will unlock everything your heart desires.
Oh, well, I don't need a key for that.
And don't worry about work. Michaela said you could take an extra shift since it's your birthday.
Find the tree with the lover's initials in the arboretum. Okay, so I'm not sure that's going to happen because there are a lot of trees in the arboretum. But Patikin was saying that the music in the Mafia games are really good. Yeah, I mean, it really does have a very evocative soundtrack that adds a lot to the atmosphere of the game. I was really enjoying it. Hi, Mommy. I've been having bad dreams since you left. Dr. Preston said I should draw it and that would help make them go away. I hope you like my picture and you come home soon. I love you, Corey. And there's the picture of what Corey is dreaming about. And Corey's not on the station, so the fact that that looks an awful lot like a phantom and Corey's on Earth, that doesn't seem too good. I don't know how to get up to those. I mean, I guess I do, but... Come on. Just pick it all up. Nope. So Morgan has to duck to get in there, and it's a little bit goofy just the way that it works. There we go. Granger's Memoirs, excerpt from a journal written by Harley Granger in 2034. I should still be down there playing. You guys needed me, and my shoulder just couldn't deliver. I couldn't deliver. I brought a lot of autographed gloves with me and passed them out like candy at Halloween, but it turns out a lot of these test tubers don't follow sports at all, much less know about my career, short as it was. What are the chances Mr. Yu could set me up with neuromods I'd need to put me back in the game? Hell, he could buy a franchise and stock it with the greatest players that ever lived. If I got a neuromod, would it be me playing? The league would never let modded players in, but how would they know? Okay, there's one more there, and thing is, I bet there's stuff in there. And actually, we can see some medals and stuff in there. Oh, that must be the Olympic gymnast, or the track star. Character sheet, okay. Ooh, I like this one. Rosalind Swift, very dexterous. A high dexterity party here. I'm a little bit worried about their party balance here. Lots of dexterity, not a lot of hit points. And then nothing else was in here. Exterior breach. Okay, so we can't get into the habitation pods. Doesn't look like there's anything to get to offhand. So yeah, so Patikin was playing Mafia 2, having recently played through Mafia, and both Tashir and G-Nice indicated that they were going to tackle a trilogy at some point as well. I will be very interested to see that, because although I don't get the sense that it's a heavy, like, you can modify the story through decisions that you make. Like, I don't think it's that kind of game, but I kept feeling like that was blinking at me. It's just fun to see how different people react to the same moments in a game. And Patikin's been through the whole thing. I just feel like it'd be fun to see, you know, others also go through it so that you get the perspective not only of the veteran who played them back in the day, but also people who were encountering them for the first time. All right, that is a thorough look at the crew cabins. And so just to sum up, not only did we learn a lot about the people aboard Talos 1, but we also got many of the voice samplings that we need. I think we're at 70% of the voice phonemes that we need for What's-Her-Face. I've been through there, that's fine. Let's run upstairs real quick. I'm going to recycle the stuff that we've got because we're surely running tight on... Oops, right here. Inventory space. And then there is a fabricator in this area, so I think we're going to go take a quick pass there. Okay, extra shotgun. We can kill that. Extra wrench. Already put the junk in. It turned out there was none, so we'll throw these noodles in there. And that looks pretty good. When Miranda was saying, have you considered like applying the med packs topically as opposed to eating them? I originally thought that that was going to be a comment on the fact that I have 18 med packs and 50 psi-hypos and 28 suit packs. Well, I'm just a huge pack rat in games like this. If they gave me a storage locker like in Dead Space, I'd put a whole bunch of it away and free up all manner of inventory space. So there's an operator dispenser in the medical bay. True. Now, there's a fabricator in the kitchen, and if I can get one more mod kit, then we'll be able to... Surveillance report. Wait, what's this? This is new. Then we'll be able to expand the inventory, and I won't have to spend so much time Tetrising things around. Surveillance. Okay, surveillance recording. Let's check this.
I got the container set up.
This is pretty weird, Quentin.
I know, but if we...
I don't want to know. I'm doing this as a favor, that's all.
Cargo container 3232. It's on the other side of Cargo Bay B, next to the utility tunnel.
When I was head chef at the Space Institute, no one asked me to conceal food in a cargo container.
Just go easy on the ill, all right?
Oh, boy. Okay. Things that are written out in logs are particularly difficult to read out loud. So this is for Alex Yu. It's Quentin Purvis and William Mitchell, who we just heard from. At 8:05, the subject left private quarters, presumably to report for his first shift, verified with psychotronic security. At 9:13, the subject returned to private quarters during shift hours, reason unknown. 9:21, Quentin Purvis was observed entering the subject quarters. The two of them met around 9:20. Quentin Purvis left the subject quarters, observed carrying a portable drive. At 10 a.m., subject left private quarters, walked to the cafeteria, and was admitted to the kitchen by Will Mitchell. Yes. Subject left crew quarters, verified with psychotronic security. Subject reported back to workstation. Subject reported to crew quarters, took meal into room. So they were meeting and passing off a portable drive. I have questions about how large the portable drive was that you couldn't like put in a pocket. I feel like that's one of the first things I would have done if I was sneaking around information. All right, so I want to get to the kitchen. Writing a game like this, where it's like all of these sort of tertiary characters had their own relationships and their own agendas, and you're going to have the audio logs, it must be challenging to just keep them all straight and, you know, not wind up with, you know, a character that gets mentioned a couple times and then just sort of like fades out of existence. It must take a lot of like fact-checking, you know, a lot of professional editing to make sure that things work the way they should. Oh boy. That's not the way you use glue. Rifle through his pants. Oh! He is missing something important. Why can't I...
Scan complete. New psionic aptitude available.
So, as unlikely as it is, I want to... Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, I used a... Sorry, the disappointment that you heard there was that I was trying to back out of the psychoscope and wound up successfully activating a psionic power. But the good news is I got 50 psi hypos, so we'll just pop one of those. What I was gonna say is, oh boy, as unlikely as it might feel, oh boy. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about what I'm gonna do and then just do it. All right, so I want a null wave transmitter, and I want to hit the telepath with this.
Suit integrity down.
Whoever you are, run. There's no more fooling here except you. If you are still a hold of your brain, do it. Others here?
Sir, I need you to shut up for a second.
Shoot first before they get close.
Okay, hold on. Stop. Medikit. Uncooked noodles. And I think Medikit.
Their master is close. Kill this or puppets or
okay.
both. But do it before they kill you. When no more puppets, maybe we talk.
Okay, so what I was trying and failing to get out is I didn't want to attack the humans if I could take out their source of mind control. And, oh, that guy's missing a head. I'm pretty sure that we did that because, look, Carlos there is unconscious. So I don't think we get to talk to them, but I don't think that we killed them, and that feels pretty good. Daisy White didn't make it, so we're going to take her corpse noodles. And I don't know where the telepath wound up. The Typhons are... there it is, I think. Yes. All right. Thomas Lutz with his broken cooler fan and no head. So the Typhon... Does the telepath eat your head, or does it pop it like scanners? Hello to Bron, who says that's exactly how you use glue. Patikin's also playing Mafia 2 on hard difficulty, and it isn't that difficult, it seems. Not sure what's more difficult other than taking damage faster. Yeah, I was actually I'd forgotten to bring that up, but yeah, Patikin's playing Mafia 2 on hard, and I thought, you know, I was listening more than I was able to watch just because it was during a whole bunch of driving. But my sense is that Patikin was making swift progress through the game, not really getting caught up or stuck on any of the combat or anything. So, yeah, he's pretty good at that game on hard. I might use a suit kit. Basically, I have so many of them, I might as well just use it anytime it gets dirty. I hope these guys didn't get killed when, you know, if they're gonna die, they're gonna die, right? But I was hoping to maybe knock a bunch of them unconscious or save their lives. This is Carlos. He's unconscious, but head intact, so that's a win for him. Okay, I don't have a key card for kitchen access, which of course is where the fabricator is. So we're gonna have to find another way around. It does look like there's one elsewhere. Oh, Indigo Lake. Indigo Lake. What a name. We have people named Lake. Whatever happened to Lake Bell? Remember the, like, 4-year period when she was on, like, multiple television series, and she was on, like, The Practice, and all this other stuff, and then, like, it's interesting to me when somebody has, like, a long run of what appears to be mounting popularity, and then one day they're just gone. Like, you don't hear from them anymore. I'm gonna eat this. So we can pick up the old baseball glove. Lake Bell was also in a television series on NBC that aired for exactly one season called Surface. And I bring it up every once in a while just because Surface was a television series that was so clearly swinging for the fences. I cannot recommend watching it just because it only had the one season and the interesting things that they did were left totally unresolved. But I admired its chutzpah and its desire to do something really, really big on a television budget. That stuff was always super impressive to me, and I was... Talk to the survivor.
Your suit. What is in your name tag? You? M.U.? M.U. You killed this yourself. Ah. If you want to come in, be safe. You go. Get something of mine, huh? Here, key. It opens my room. Go there. Get my... award. It's important to me. Then, maybe we talk.
You know, it's all at the end of all life on the station, sir. Like, we can just speak plainly. If you're engaged in some sort of corporate espionage, you don't have to defend yourself to me. Maybe to Morgan, but not to me. Also, Brown is saying that he made a bow out of a stick and a bit of paracord. Low draw weight, absolutely no accuracy, but still cool to have made. Well, sometimes that's your first project, and then the second one is a little bit better, a little bit more accurate. And the next thing you know, you are a skilled bowyer. Well, next thing that you know, I mean, it would take a lot of time and practice, but everybody starts somewhere. I love crafting like that. So, we can't get to the fabricator because that guy sucks. We're going to have to go to his quarters. I don't know, I feel pretty good about not having killed all the crew members because simply pulling the trigger on them would have been real easy. I don't remember if I looked over in this area. I'm just going to give a once around here. Yeah, I feel like I would have remembered Chris Wade here. Oh, he died the way he lived. I don't think I would very much enjoy having a name that was also a proper noun. Because I feel like that would just be what people would call you all the time. Which is fine if you're like, you know... By the way, is it just because I scanned this guy that he's got the arrow over him? That's fine. Jillian! Jillian, has no one told you the telepath is dead? Lady, relax. Oh, she's full on Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Jillian, we don't have to do this. Just show me who hurt you. What is this? Oh, Oliver.
Don't worry about power flickering. Station is just hurting.
Okay.
Keep going.
Well, he can make me do his dirty work, but I'm gonna eat his tomatoes. There's just one problem. I am yet again out of inventory space. I apologize for this, everybody. We're gonna find a way to make this right so that we're not spending the entire episode looking at this screen. Yeah, I mean, I can throw out this used cigar, but which would you rather have? A nice, fresh, ripe tomato or this old, smelly cigar that you're keeping in your pocket that's gonna smell up your whole suit for weeks afterwards? I feel like once you pick up the cigar, you're kind of committed to it. If you throw it out at this point, then you've only got the stink, and you didn't get anything for it.
What the hell did you do to that thing, Mitchell? Sounds like an anti-waffle commercial.
Well, I didn't see it as an override per se. It was just the operator's conversation sequencer. They're usually so grim.
Do you know how many security protocols you broke?
Well, Morgan said it was all right. Even helped me.
I'm Operator Skillet in this show. My, you sound like you could use a healthy dose of sunburst banana pudding.
This is an AB conversation, Skillet.
Apologies, Chef. I'll see my way out.
Okay, so wait, now we're at 70%. Also, Brun makes an excellent point, and I think he's correct. A name is a proper noun. I think I just meant noun. Oh, hold on, book 4, here we go. Trevor's breath fogged up the glass of the airlock door, obscuring the faces of the royal astronomer and Mercy, smirking her signature smirk at him from the other side. Breathe shallow, Pulsar, the astronomer menaced, for these breaths be your last. Now that I have the prism, the dark star anomaly is under my control, and the galaxy shall... The astronomer didn't finish because he was interrupted by his head being exploded by a blast from Mercy's phase pistol. His remaining words replaced by the muted clattering of his teeth against the other side of the airlock door. White breath fog mingled with the red mist on the airlock glass, casting Trevor in a pink glow. Nothing personal, Trevor, Mercy said. I'm sure this thing will fetch a nice price on the Thraxian black market. And with that, she kicked the airlock button, sending Trevor tumbling out into the unloving black of space. Wait, who was she talking to? Mercy killed the astronomer. Oh, they were talking to Pulsar. Okay. Oh, crap! Oh, we can't pick it up. My precious cigar. I'm gonna drink this moonshine. Cures fear, causes blindness. No big deal. By the way, I will note that we are 20-ish hours into this game, and I have no idea what cure fear means. That could be because I'm playing incorrectly, but that's where we stand. Brown was asking about an anti-waffle commercial. Who would go against waffles? I'm not sure. Hello to Brian. Brian's asking about Danny DeVito or Keanu Reeves. I don't know. I'd take Mia over them. I mean, Keanu Reeves seems like a cool person, but I mean, Keanu Reeves isn't currently streaming Grand Theft Auto 5 for the first time. Okay, food request for Alex. Will, sorry to contact you during your downtime, but Alex has been working through the 4 a.m. shift and has put in a food request at the front desk. He says you know what he likes. Could you bring his meal to the executive suites? The code to the grab shaft is 4213. Can't remember if that's the same code that we got from a different thing. From Morgan Yu says, no problem, don't worry about Danielle. That was in response to Will Mitchell. Emote upgrade. Morgan, hey, I guess you must have shifted cafeteria visits or taking food in your quarters now, but wanted to say thanks again for the emote upgrade. You should hear Skillet now much better. Don't think Danielle liked it, so hopefully that doesn't cause any trouble between you two. Wait, does Morgan likes Skillet and Danielle doesn't? Who's Danielle? Do we know? Danielle Show? Okay. Don't be a stranger. Still plenty of your favorite snacks in stock to swing on by when you get a breather. Appreciate the help. Yeah, not enough, Will, because you wouldn't let me in without your stupid prize, which is clearly something criminal. And it's like, guy, I don't care. Like, I could have cleared the way and you could go get your stupid prize. But now we're going to barter, sir, because I've got the thing. I've got what you want. and a wrench to cave in your skull. So you're going to give me what I want, and you're going to apologize for it.
You still there, MU?
Crap.
You still alive?
So...
Huh? Huh. What if MU comes back? Let MU in? But...
I really don't want to waste any ammo on Jillian. Alright, see you later, Jillian! Oh, she is pretty dangerous. Oh, she blew up. Okay. Well, now we know what happened to her head. It's pieces of it are embedded in me. So I guess in that way, I'll carry Jillian with me for the rest of my life. I need to go stop at the recycler again, so... okay, over here. This tarp is going to be the death of me. God damn it. Get out of here. Go. Go. Go over there. I'm going to get leverage 1 just to pick that thing up. Okay. Extra pistol. Extra stun gun. Extra pistol. All the junk. I can't sell the Noble Chef Award, or I can't recycle it, which would be hilarious. Nothing else. No, actually, I'm really glad that they don't allow you to destroy quest items. I hate this frickin' tarp. All right, let's go turn this in. We got to get into the recycler. And I don't actually remember how to get there now. Okay, not through the research center. Okay, we gotta go 1 over. Marinda, feels like I'm minorly upset at this fellow, not sure why. Well, like, here's the thing. I'm all about helping people. I'm not about being extorted. And he's locked up safe with his...
You find it? You back? Come to window.
So he keeps
show me.
Interrupting me and making unnecessary demands of me and my time. I get enough of that in real life, sir.
You found something? Have to let you in. Promised. Go around. The side entrance. Wait! A minute.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna like fill this area with nerve gas or something. Like, fine.
You're safe now. The beasts, they cannot get in. But look at this. We have food, but no water. This pressure regulator, it is broken. System automatic cut off until fixed. You can find a replacement part in greenhouse, I think. With water, we can wait for rescue. No water? Huh. Do this favor, I'll let you into freezer. That's where I hid all the puppets the beasts sent first. Maybe they have useful things for you, no?
Again.
Feeling peckish? We have a wide and delicious array of TriStar foods just waiting for you.
MU. I already hear this name before. Where?
Morgan Yu, sister of Alex Yu. She's one of the station's co-directors and one of the nicest executives you'll ever meet. Hasn't been around much for some...
Quiet now.
Wait, how did...
Lucky rolls, fresh from your heel tag.
Safe in here.
Oh, I need to get away from these two. Hold on a second. Let's repair this. And then take it. and then place it.
You fix? Smart one. Here, I open freezer now, like I promised. Lots of dead puppets and supplies.
Okay, I will give this to him. He upholds his end of the
When
bargain.
puppets can get in,
Shut up!
explode like bombs. Oh, the beast lays eggs in their head, make them explode.
Oh my god, George and Lenny. Okay, thank you for opening that. Okay, so I really need to
Go
get
ahead.
more
Take
inventory
whatever
space.
you want.
Keep talking.
Only leave puppets for me.
Seriously, though, it's just a litany of fascinating information. Such a font of wonderful
Maybe
dialogue.
they have useful
I don't know why they
things for
stuck
you.
you here into the
Or
kitchen.
maybe
You're such a great conversationalist. They should
inside
just
is
put you
another
out.
way
You should be Counselor Troy over here. Also, you.
No eggs behind your
Oh,
eyes.
just keep talking to me. And I
blood
can understand every
swimming?
word of it, too.
Others come, try to act human.
You guys.
Get me to open the door.
Oh, my God. This is the worst part of the game. We've got to get out of here.
If you're hungry, eat.
Can't think. It's too much nonsense. Neuromod, please. Yes. I really do like the game. I just want these two to shut the hell up. Okay. Suit modification 3. Get more inventory space and 2 additional chipsets. Yes, please. Okay. Now, what else do we want? We fully upgrade non-standard tech weapons, which I would really like to get the last upgrade level for the glue gun. That'd be pretty cool. But then again, you'll notice that I hit things with wrenches a lot. So it does feel like that would be another great upgrade. Increasing the maximum health is no slouch either. 8 is too much. Like 8 in terms of like spending all that stuff. I feel like I do okay with stealth. However, do 200% damage to enemies while they're unaware of you. I mean, that never gets old. It's 6 points, but... yeah, I might pick up a couple of these. You know what? 2 additionals. We're going to go with this. So let's build 3, because I really want Psychotronics 1. Alright, so we're going to go 1. And we're going to pick these up as they come out, just because I don't want them to, like, clip through the ramp. Sensory overload is a good way to put it. Can you imagine, like, it's the type of situation where you're hungry and you just waited in line for 10 minutes because you got there a little bit late, but then you frickin' frack here just won't shut the hell up. They really want to tell you about their day, and you're like, no, I just want some of Captain Spree's fish sticks. I really don't care about whatever you're talking about in the freezer. Who cares? Please be quiet now. Scope chipsets. No, wait. I need to spend the thing. So we go here. Wait, where was it? Yes. Right, wait. Because maybe, let me look at this real quick. So I have 2 loaded. If I add more, then I can get upon killing a Typhon. There's a chance to trigger a Fear Blast to other Typhons. Grants resistance to Psycho Shock. Well, we definitely want that one. These others are almost entirely useless, but at least that would be okay. Yeah, at least those are good. So then again, this is even better though, isn't it? Increase your psi pool to 200. We're definitely going to spend these. I'm just going to take another quick look through. Where's the hit things harder with your wrench ability? Isn't that in here somewhere? Like you do extra wrench damage? Maybe I made that one up. I don't think this is worth it specifically because I have so many psi hypos that it doesn't really matter what my psi pool is. Not at this point anyway. Increasing their effectiveness though, like again, I have so many that this would be a huge boon, I think. Fuck it, I'm gonna take this because that's what I wanted to get in the first place. And then, is there anything else I want to spend the crafting resources on? Oh, that was it. Okay, wrench attacks deal 50% more damage. I'll tell you what, let's get another 3 so that I can get impact calibration 1 because that's just good, that's good old-fashioned crafting. We're just saying, oh yes, all the wrench stuff is in the engineering thing. What do the scientists know about wrenching? It's not like they do actual work. I submit that wrenches would not exist without the scientists to invent the wrench, and then the engineers can do something useful with it. But the wrench still has to exist first. Is it under security? It is under here, as we just said. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this so that later on I can get this. 50% more damage. Yeah, I'm always hitting things with that wrench. And you know what? I'm gonna get leverage 1 so that we can move that effing tarp out of the way. Go to neuromods, security. Mia really enjoyed that clip. Yeah, I just the level of crosstalk and overtalk. Alright, I'm not gonna talk to you. If you lock me in here, I'm just letting you know I have that wrench. It's ready to go. Okay. The fuck is this? What? I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Transdown piece of junk. Are you awake, MU? Frozen dead, maybe? I take Puppet's toy screen. I see all the names in the list. And your name, too. Means you listen from now on. I know who you are. MU. Daughter of William U. William. Transstar. Always playing with lies. Now, maybe I watch these beasts eat you, like you tried to feed me to them. Or, cold kills you first. Make you into a frozen puppet.
I'm gonna fucking kill him. Remember all the time I spent not killing the other humans? This one, I'm gonna slice and dice. They're gonna find him across 2/3 of the station. God damn it. Oh, I didn't get leverage too. That's okay.
Abby, I'm still in deep storage. I don't know why you won't pick up. I hope you're safe. If things get bad, I'll jettison a data vault and spacewalk along the hull. Come to the fitness center and bang on the window by the pool. I should feel the vibration. And Abby, please don't take any chances, all right? Be safe.
So, first of all, here's Abby. We don't know that she took any risks, but that's where that ends. And here's the sad thing. I don't want to vaporize her body. I want to make sure that there's no other way. We're going to drag that body out of there, and we'll store it away so it doesn't get vaporized by what we're about to do. Because we're going to have to use a recycling charge to get past the ice blockage. So, let me carry. We're gonna tell Danielle that we dragged her very respectfully, not face down across the jagged ice. Wait, how do I put her down? Okay. Alright, we'll keep her there, and that way Danielle can pay her respects later on. William, however, is not going to be there to witness that. So, hypothetically, if you wound up in here without a recycler charge or leverage 2, what would happen? We're gonna stun him, and we're gonna make sure he sees it coming. Where'd you go, buddy?
Have you tried the jelly needles? They've been especially eaten for today.
Hey, Skillet, where's your friend?
Operator Skillet, at your service. After you, I'm afraid the kitchen staff requires absent.
I can't understand you, you farting asshole. Where's your friend? Okay, so he ran away, clearly. Oh, god damn it. We're gonna get him. Okay, so all I can do here is leave. Do we need anything else from here? Let me check my ammo real quick. Glue, 583. This, I honestly have no idea how to read that. I guess 7 full batteries? That seems like enough. Oh, we are totally out of pistol ammo. What the hell? When did that happen? Okay, stop. We need more pistol ammo. I'm missing a lot in chat. I need to pause to find out what's happening, but I just need to get a lot more ammo here. Okay, and so what does this take? 3 and yeah, we can just make sure we have plenty of this. Okay, and for that matter, let's see what we've got here. Huntress Bolt Caster, EMP charge, we got 18, 13 recycler charges, 45 shotgun shells. And then a psi wave, whatever it's called. Oh, and wait a second. What about the wait, where's the N beam thing? That's not what I meant. The N. Huh. So, I actually. Oh, the Q beam. That's what I think. It's 684. That seems like enough, yeah. So, the only other thing I might want is another null wave transmitter, too, just because they're so good at shutting down the... You know, if we're gonna forego... Oh, we also needed this. Yes. The growth formula. Okay, so we got that. I might just kill it on principle. I just completely forgot what I was looking at. I wanted... Oh, why do I not see it? Can we not make these? Maybe we can't make these. I really thought we could. I could be wrong. No! Okay, moving on. The null wave recycler thing, we can't... No, we can't make that. Okay, I guess all I needed was 5 seconds of peace and quiet. Oh, I can't open this. Fucking A! God! I'll fucking kill him. I think we've officially found the worst villain of 2020. At least in the world of video games. How far back do you think it was? When was the last save? Okay, this doesn't... Sorry, I'm just gonna take care of this again. Okay, it's gonna blow up. Okay. Really need to even this out, man. Okay, so we do have our upgrade. We do have our moonshine. Did we get our bullets? Yes. Did we get our shotgun shells? Yes. Do we need N-wave things? No. And we can't craft the other thing that we wanted. So, wait, did we get the growth formula? Where would it be? I don't want to craft it twice. There it is. Okay. So, yeah, either on purpose or on accident, we successfully did this. Now I gotta figure out how to get the fuck out of here. Do I just shoot that? Do I shoot it from a distance? Was I supposed to notice that that's there, guys?
You're still alive. Good. We learned to make mines in Ukraine from recycling TranStar junk. Wanted to share knowledge with you.
There's got to be an objective to meet and greet William Mitchell somewhere, right? There's got to be some sort of clue on where this guy's hanging out. Because now, I don't... Like, now we just have... We have our own goal, right? Nothing else matters anymore. It's just getting that guy. Guys, if I can't, like, find him on my own, I'm going to look up a guide on how to reconnect with him. We're going to have our own little reunion. It's going to be a big party. Yeah, okay, he's not here. He's slightly too smart for that. I have to say things like that as though he didn't successfully outsmart me twice. I did kill his robot, so that might make him sad. I guess I'm just curious, because Miranda's saying, were you supposed to? Maybe, maybe not. Ricardo, have a great night. Mia hasn't stopped laughing for 10 minutes. Ricardo, you're saying it's 2 a.m. for me and trying to consider sleeping. Good night, chat. Have a great restream. Ricardo, seriously, have a great evening. Yeah, we're joking around a lot about here in the game, but yeah, I hope that you have a great Monday and... I guess your Monday is over. You're probably well into Tuesday now. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and hopefully we'll see you a little bit later. Fitness center window. Why is that marked? Hold on a second. What is fitness center window in this context? Oh, we are way past time. I gotta stop. Fitness center window. I think that's what I originally tried to start doing in this episode. Oh, Signal Danielle in the fitness center. That's what it is. Yes. Okay, let's go get ready to do that, but then I'm gonna have to break because we're actually slightly past what we're supposed to be doing. So unfortunately, we've now found out that these folks are non-salvageable. Their heads explode. Oh! Wait, is he permanently down? Because that's way better than what I've been doing. Oh! Ah! Wait, which of them is... Okay, well, we can't do anything until we can reach him, so... Okay, there he is. Okay.
You let me go then?
Crud.
I promise you you'll let me go.
Wait, I gotta save before I do this, because this is probably not gonna go my way.
Scan complete. New psionic aptitude available.
Excuse me. Oh! I guess I took one too many head pops close proximity. Alright. And the great part is, I learned nothing from that and intend to do the exact same thing in the exact same way.
Scan complete. New psionic aptitude
Oops.
available.
Okay, get rid of that. Then go here. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can maybe stun some of these guys out of danger. Crap. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, time out. Time in. Okay, how many of them survived? That guy did? That guy did. That person did? I can't tell. I don't think too many of them popped their heads, and that was the goal. I don't know if there's gonna, like, I don't know if there's an achievement or anything for keeping a certain percentage of the crew alive, alive but unconscious. I have no idea if the game is even tracking that stuff, but as previously discussed, I have just a sense in my head of who Morgan is or who I want her to be, and I want her to be the kind of person that cares about the people that are on this station, and she's not going to kill them just because they're mind-controlled into doing things that they don't want to. Okay. How do I... So I think I bang on this with the... I'm going to press F5 just in case this causes some explosive decompression, but...
Morgan? If you're here, then... Abby didn't make it, did she? I don't... I can help. I know you need to get into deep storage. I voice locked it, but I have the override that bypasses the random word input. Set your transcribe to record. Alex, Oedipus complex, pompous, nepotist. No offense to your brother, but that should be enough. But watch your step. There's someone else in crew quarters pretending to be the cook. His tracking bracelet's from Psychotronics, but the ID doesn't make any sense. I think he's the one that killed Abby. If you can, make sure he doesn't get off the station. I'll see what else I can do to help from out here. For as long as I can. Goodbye, Morgan.
In basically what has been a single episode, they've done a very good job of making me invested in Danielle. We learned a lot about her relationship with Abby. We learned about the fact that they were broken up. They very clearly still care about one another. We found Abby's body.
Well done finding Chief Show. You've got what you need to get into deep storage. Emma, it's Danielle. I'm trying to reach Abby, but she's not answering.
Please. Don't come.
Emma?
Please. No, not...
Emma, I can barely hear you.
Safe.
Is Abby with you? Are you okay?
It's not me. It's not. I won't do it. You can't.
Abigail, I'm recording this time. You too, Emma.
It's fine. Danielle's joining us. She'll cover us if we get into trouble.
She said yes?
We negotiated. I had to say yes to some things, too.
Whoa. Okay, we found part of a treasure map. Okay, I need to stop playing this, or else I will actually play this way too late. I cannot overstate the degree to which I was not feeling well earlier today. I spent most of the entire day in just kind of a hazy funk, and if not for the existence of a major project at work, I'm not even sure that I would have been able to go in today. I really wasn't feeling it. But this game is great, and hanging out with you all in chat is great, and I really feel a lot better. And that goes, by the way, for earlier events, like getting to watch Patikin play the Mafia trilogy. This weekend got a chance to watch a whole bunch of Tashir and Division Force. They made it... I know that on the first day, they made it north of level 86. They made it to level 86 in the Skyscraper update that's come out. But I have to say that I didn't see if they made it much beyond that in the second episode, mostly because I had it on in the background while we were doing some family stuff. But just it has occurred to me at many points in 2020, especially looking on looking on Twitter and interacting with others that have always sort of had they're accustomed to going out with friends and family, and here, starting a couple years ago, really started to gather together a group of friends here on Twitch, and still go out, still do stuff like that, but as the ability to go out and socialize in real life has been stripped away by the various events of 2020, the interactions here on Twitch have become all the more important and valuable, and I think that we're really happy that we've come to know the folks that are hanging out in chat right now, and the folks that stopped by chat earlier, and the folks that were streaming earlier. Folks like Patikin, Tashir, Azaric, known more than Amiya for years, of course. Getting able to hang out with Chivalry in chat like this. Meeting Drienne and Morinda and Mormaru, and I'm going to forget so many people here, but and it's probably not worthwhile to list off each individual person when I can instead say, if you have been here in chat, if you have visited us during this stream or any stream, if you stream yourself and we've had a chance to check you out, as we had with Temptress Telia and SG Tiffany, and I know that Dweezil does not stream herself, but being able to watch them interact in their chats. Sunny Panda, hopefully we'll be back to streaming very soon. Toxic with 2Ks, JV McMaster, Mr. Binky, Diesel Jones. I mean, again, there's so many. Papalatko, who doesn't stream as frequently as she used to, but will hopefully be able to resume streaming sometime soon. And all of the people that I'm currently forgetting, it has been such a tremendous help in 2020 to be able to know that we can come here, tune into Twitch, and find some great entertainment with some great company. So I think that's the thought that we're going to cut it on here in the fitness center. We will check out this computer and read that note, that clipboard that's over there, and then proceed with the story. Our goal for this episode was to do some main story content, and we succeeded. The other goal for this episode had been to pick up some psychic powers, and we decided in the 11th hour not to do that. So we will hopefully have some even greater developments in episode 10 and beyond. If I were to guess, we've got to be probably entering into the final third, but don't think that I overlooked that revelation that that person that we interacted with is not the cook. And I guess the giveaway there was supposed to be the fact that we found Will's tracking bracelet in the inside the freezer, that he wasn't wearing it, that the implication I was supposed to pick up on there is that he probably killed the real Will and was simply pretending. But yeah, that guy dies. We're going to make sure that before this game is over, that man is dead. And I don't mean in a cutscene where during the credits, the station blows up like a twinkling star. No, that man's going to get shocked with a shock pistol, and I want him awake and cognizant as that wrench beats from one side of his head through to the other. and then we'll finish the game and save humanity or whatever. But that man's gonna get it. We're gonna stop here and find somebody fun to raid. Thank you so much for joining us here for episode 9 of Prey, and we will be back again in the coming days for some more streaming fun. Until next time, thank you so much. Hold on. Miranda's asking, do you want to talk about the false chef? There's a lot of subtle stuff going on with him. I will very much enjoy having that conversation once we have sort of rounded the bend and finished out the game. So I think that I'd like to deconstruct a little bit more about him and maybe learn some more about him. But I like Miranda, hopefully you're here for the conclusion, because I'd very much like to hear what you have to say about the false chef as we get into the sort of the post game. During the credit sequence of any game, there's always a period where we get to talk about the entire adventure and get all our thoughts, and I really do enjoy in most cases getting to hear about some background details, things that I might have overlooked, character details and stuff like that. So yeah, Miranda, I hope you continue to check out, because I would be very interested to talk some more about